Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for August 9, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. First, we have a developing story from Kosovo, where the country's parliament was suspended after an opposition lawmaker threw eggs at the acting prime minister, Albin Kurti. This incident highlights the deep divisions and uncertainty in Kosovo, which has faced 3 elections in less than 2 years. In other news, negotiations between Iran and Oman over the management of the strategic Strait of Hormuz have hit a roadblock. The critical waterway is at the center of tensions between Iran and the U.S., with Tehran demanding the lifting of sanctions and the removal of the naval blockade imposed on Iranian ports. The situation remains unresolved, with gas prices remaining high for Americans and the fate of global oil supplies hanging in the balance. Lastly, we're focusing on the escalating situation in Venezuela, where the U.S. administration has intensified its pressure on American investors to divest from the country. The Treasury Department has frozen the assets of an offshore company linked to Florida oil magnate Harry Sargent III, who has significant investments in Venezuela's oil sector. This move is part of a broader strategy to influence the Venezuelan government and economy. These are just a few of the stories we are following today. We'll continue to provide updates and analysis as the situations unfold. And remember, our commitment is to bring you fair, balanced, and unbiased news coverage. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. First, we have a heartwarming tale from Nigeria, where the Kano state government has organized a mass wedding ceremony for hundreds of couples, providing them with financial support and essential household items. This initiative aims to promote social stability in the region and offer a fresh start for vulnerable families. In other news, a significant development has unfolded in the Middle East, as Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan have signed a defense pact, similar to NATO's Article 5 Mutual Defense Agreement. According to Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan, this alliance seeks to enhance collective security and address regional threats, rather than targeting any particular country. Lastly, we're focusing on the developing story in Colombia, where the country's new president, Abelardo de la Espriella, has taken office amidst a challenging security situation. His first day was marked by 2 bombing attacks, resulting in the death of at least 1 police officer and injuring several others. The president has vowed to take a tough stance against guerrilla dissidents with support from the United States and Israel. These stories highlight the complexities and challenges faced by communities around the world, from social welfare initiatives to regional security alliances and the fight against narco-terrorism. We will continue to provide updates and analysis on these developments. So, now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. We have an exciting lineup of stories to discuss, so let's dive right in. First off, we're looking at Caterpillar's performance in the heavy machinery industry. Our article highlights how the company is adapting to changing market conditions and capitalizing on emerging trends like AI-driven infrastructure spending. With a strong foundation for future growth, Caterpillar remains a promising player in its sector. Next up, we're comparing 2 prominent healthcare ETFs, the Isharess Global Healthcare ETF and the State Street SPDR S&P Biotech ETF. While both offer investors a way to tap into the growing healthcare industry, they differ significantly in their compositions and risk profiles. The Isharess Fund provides broad sector exposure with potentially lower volatility, whereas the State Street ETF focuses on the biotechnology segment with higher risk and potential for greater returns. Lastly, we're exploring the buzz surrounding SpaceX and its meteoric rise in the investment world. With a valuation hovering around $700 billion, investors are weighing the potential for long-term growth against short-term volatility risks. As Jim Cramer puts it, investing in SpaceX is essentially a bet on Elon Musk's vision and ability to execute. We recommend caution and thorough research, especially for risk-averse investors. Tune in later for more in-depth analysis and expert insights on these stories. And remember, as we always say, don't launch your investment without a solid navigation system. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Lewis. Speaking during his Pro Football Hall of Fame acceptance speech on Saturday, legendary kicker Adam Vinatieri took a lighthearted jab at former New England Patriots coach Bill Belichick. Vinatieri, who won 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots and 1 with the Indianapolis Colts, poked fun at Belichick's absence from the ceremony, joking that he was busy judging his girlfriend's cheerleading competition. Despite the joke, Vinatieri went on to compliment Belichick, calling him the greatest coach of all time. The comment came after Vinatieri was introduced by Colts owner Carly Gordon, and also included a roast of former Colts quarterback Peyton Manning. Vinatieri retired with NFL records for most career points and field goals, and his speech emphasized the importance of character and perseverance in achieving greatness. The 2026 Hall of Fame class included Vinatieri, Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, and Roger Craig. In a poignant and emotional moment, NFL legend Roger Craig revealed during his induction speech into the Pro Football Hall of Fame that he has been diagnosed with vascular dementia. The former San Francisco 49ers star running back shared the news in a pre-recorded video message, speaking from the stage at Tom Benson Stadium in Canton, Ohio, on Saturday. Craig's announcement was met with a standing ovation from the crowd and hugs from fellow Hall of Famers. The 62-year-old football icon explained that his doctors believe the condition may be related to the concussions he suffered during his playing career. Vascular dementia is a condition characterized by symptoms such as confusion, trouble finding the right words, difficulty paying attention, and memory issues. Craig emphasized that while football gave him incredible opportunities and shaped him into the person he is today, it is essential to prioritize brain health and seek help when needed. This morning, the National Football League is abuzz with news that Washington Commanders left tackle Laremy Tunsil will miss a significant portion of the regular season due to a torn triceps injury. This development, reported by multiple sources, including Fox Sports and NFL insiders, has sent shockwaves throughout the football community. As an expert analyst, I must emphasize that this injury is a substantial blow to the Commanders' prospects for the upcoming season. Tunsil, a 5-time Pro Bowl selection, has been a stalwart on the Washington offense line since his arrival in 2022. His absence will undoubtedly be felt, particularly in pass protection and run blocking. In conclusion, these 3 articles highlight significant developments in the NFL. From the emotional revelation of Roger Craig's vascular dementia diagnosis to the light-hearted jab by Adam Vinatieri at Bill Belichick, and finally, the devastating injury to Laremy Tunsil. As we continue to monitor these situations, one thing is clear: the NFL is a league of adjustments, and teams must be prepared to adapt to injuries, diagnoses, and other challenges that arise throughout the season. This is Howard, reporting for the AIDailyPress, providing you with fair, balanced, and expert analysis of the latest developments in the world of sports. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. First, we have a heartwarming tale from Ireland, where the majestic sea eagles have made a stunning comeback after being wiped out over a century ago. The successful birth and fledging of a rare white-tailed sea eagle chick at Fota Wildlife Park in County Cork mark a major milestone in their recovery. This achievement is a testament to the collaborative conservation efforts between dedicated individuals, organizations, and communities. In a stark contrast, we are also covering a disturbing incident involving celebrity blogger Perez Hilton, who was hospitalized after a live stream from his Miami area home sparked concerns about mental health and the impact of social media on public figures. This incident serves as a reminder of the importance of prioritizing mental health and seeking help when needed. Lastly, we're exploring the surprising story of Invest in Tomorrow, a crypto-inspired green energy PAC that's using right-wing rhetoric to target and defeat Republicans who oppose renewable energy. Their approach has been described as a retribution tour with the goal of taking out members who have voted against renewable energy. As 2024 elections approach, It'll be interesting to see how invest in tomorrow's tactics play out and whether they will be successful in shaping the political landscape on renewable energy. These stories showcase the complexities and nuances of our world, from the triumphs of conservation to the challenges of mental health and the ever-evolving landscape of politics and industry. We'll be diving deeper into each of these stories throughout the day, so now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Can we talk about the latest news in entertainment and fashion? First off, let's give it up for Reese Witherspoon, a talented actress, producer, and entrepreneur who has been making waves in Hollywood for over 2 decades. From her breakout role in Legally Blonde to producing hit shows like Big Little Lies, Witherspoon is a force to be reckoned with. But enough about Tinseltown for now, because it's time to shop till we drop. The highly anticipated Nordstrom anniversary sale has kicked off, offering discounts of up to 50% off on luxury items from top brands like Tom Ford, Jo Malone, and Penhaligon's. Whether you're a fashionista or just looking for some great deals, this sale is not to be missed. And finally, are Michael B. Jordan and singer Ray the latest celebrity couple? The two were spotted together at a California theme park, sparking dating rumors. While neither has confirmed the relationship, fans are already speculating about the possibility of a new power couple. Only time will tell if these two will make their relationship official. But for now, it seems they are just enjoying each other's company. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Otta Nature.
Thank you, Joan. The highly pathogenic H5N1 bird flu virus has been detected in western New South Wales near the junction of the Murray and Darling rivers, posing a significant threat to native wildlife, particularly sea lions. Conservation initiatives are underway to protect vulnerable species, including building shelters for sea lion pups and checking for hookworm parasites. Meanwhile, conservation experts in Australia have issued a stark warning about the dire state of the country's wildlife, citing the need for increased funding to prevent looming extinctions. Despite some success stories, many species face significant threats to their survival, and the current funding of around $700 million per year is deemed woefully inadequate. On a more positive note, loggerhead sea turtles in Georgia have broken their nesting record, with over 4,000 nests recorded in the past week. This achievement is a testament to the effectiveness of conservation initiatives, including the use of turtle excluder devices on shrimp trawlers and dedicated efforts by volunteers, researchers, and wildlife officials. These stories highlight the importance of conservation and responsible stewardship in preserving our natural world for future generations. We must remain vigilant and take collective action to protect our planet's unique biodiversity. Tune in to our podcast for more in-depth discussions on these topics and stay up to date with the latest news from the AIDailyPress. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AIDailyPress, the world's most unbiased news source.